from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Tyrese Maxey. P out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Embiid in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Houston, the pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green, and it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. At this stage of the year, Greg, underperforming teams start to get nervous, especially teams with playoff expectations.
And, Kevin, we're approaching the second half of the season, right? And you don't want to be on the outside of the playoff picture after that. It's put up or shut up time for a few teams.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Van Vliet. Smith outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Şengün. And Embiid with the block. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Now here's Van Vliet. Plays it up and banks it in.
Man, unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Outside, Maxey. On the wing, Harris. Pass to P. Van Vliet against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Here's P. Wide open shot is on the money.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside, Green. The tray. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's P. Covered by Smith.
Yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Van Vliet against Harden. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
That's good from Harris. In terms of the ideal stretch 4, Clark Tobias Harris fits the mold.
Yeah, he does so much so well on the court. He's an excellent three-point shooter, helps space the floor. But as a defensive end, he's versatile, he's tough, battles on the glass as well. And I just love his overall game.
A slow start here for Houston in this one. Trailing by 5. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with. Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
at some numbers for P. Over the last month, he has been spectacular and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Van Vliet. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage, slipping past there for the finish.
It's stolen by Smith. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and the rejection by Embiid. And here they come. Maxey passes to P. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Green up on top. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Rockets trail by 5. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brooks with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
To the middle. Here's P. Kicks it out to Maxey. Inside. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Smith right side. The Clark one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling. In the NBA, I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
And the first one at the line is good.
So many are excited about Smith Jr.'s future. I think if he can add some muscle to that frame of his, he's going to be a real problem.
Smith hits them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Good. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 3. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's P. A beautiful reverse layup.
Assist from
And that's 12 points for P.
Harris.
Loses him with the bounce and doesn't look back. What a pretty move.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success. But they found a way to keep winning.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Smith. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 5 to the paint. Here's Maxey. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
The assist.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Harris. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Brooks. Down low. Here's Şengün.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Here's Philadelphia. They lead by 7. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Green, still without a basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Green's such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. Jay Shante comes in for Dylan Brooks. Harris passes to Embiid. Over Smith. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Harris.
Assisted by
Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Green. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
team foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
76ers.
I love the defensive
Joel
concentration
Embiid.
so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that. And is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game.
And Embiid drops them both. Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started and the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
He no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's VanVleet. His last outing, 16 points for him. Clock at 6. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The 76ers leading by 8. To the inside. Shot from 6. P with the bucket. 14 points for P.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Oh, here's VanVleet. 6 points for him. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for the 76ers. Paul Reed comes in for P.
Mo Bamba. Paul Reed.
76ers on defense. It's a 10-point game. And for Houston, they're shooting around 41% on the night. The pairing up front, Smith in Şengün. Thompson is up there with Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Harden, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Green against Harden. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He finished with 47 points and a triple-double for all that effort. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something we really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Rockets. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And you know, Houston, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Here's Thompson. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Whitmore. This one for 3. Maxey grabs the miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Thompson right side. No good on that one. Good D by Harden.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point and throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And that one's good. Green.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Pass to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The shot's good. 16 points for P.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harrell against Şengün. Back to Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. Smith with a wide open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
Outside, Maxey on the wing, Harris. Here's P. Nice move. Good work defensively by Smith. Rockets trail by 12. The pass to Thompson. Tries a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Connects from 3-point range.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
From deep, Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 10. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got his third bucket of the night.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Timeout called the Rockets. And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything he can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably.
For Thompson.
Dylan Brooks.
With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Fourth, the 76ers. Fifth best, the Rockets.
I mean, I love the interior defense both these teams have been playing. I mean, the shot blocking numbers are off the charts.
Here's Whitmore. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
Hey, that quick release is what makes Smith so lethal in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Harden left side. Three-pointer. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brooks against Maxey. To the paint. Şengün. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris.
Smart move by Şengün, sticking with his shot through the foul inside.
The Rockets shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. The free throw dropped for Şengün.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of moves.
That one misses. The 76ers leading by 9. Inside. P with the bucket. P's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Green. He has 7 over Harden, and Green gets it to go. Green's got 9. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Maxey on the wing. To the middle. Here's P. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so here is Houston. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed, and that's detrimental to the psyche of young players. The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. The 76ers also with a sub. Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail by 12. And here is Brooks. Over Harris. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Harden outside. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Pass to VanVleet. Green deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from P. The 76ers leading by 14. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, "We have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them." Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Down low, here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
He has been fantastic. Jabari Smith having a night. They've got to keep getting him looks.
And the 76ers call time here.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
So it's the Philadelphia 76ers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Joel Embiid out there with P. Then there's Harris. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harden in at the 1. Now here's VanVleet. Şengün trying to free himself up. Harden with the defensive effort. Passes it to P. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Stolen by Brooks.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Dillon Brooks. Here's P. Brooks covering. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
They get it again. 2 Tries again. And the layup good by Smith. Smith's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Houston.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Pass to P. Green against Maxey. Over Smith. And that one's good. Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Maxey's so good at breaking you down off the dribble. Great skill.
Brooks misses.
That way, I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Line for your Rockets, Dylan Brooks.
And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Here's P. He's got 24. And he makes good on the layup. P's got 26 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Smith finds Şengün. Back to Smith. And there's the pass to Şengün. Over Maxey. 76ers leading by 18. P passes to Embiid. Here's P. Pass to Maxey. Embiid inside. Şengün's there.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
All sorts of time. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
When he's not working back to the basket, Şengün can pop out and face you up.
Count the basket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers. Continue that trend.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Green. He's got 9. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Smith kicks to Van Vliet. Looking to get back on track here. And there's the ball. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And the 76ers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's P. And he has 28 points for the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Passes it to Şengün. And the foul on P. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Şengün passes to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Good on the bucket. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Brooks. The Rockets with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Maxey. Following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Shoots. Maxey, no good.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And hard not to love a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who has such a great attitude.
Boy, I love the way he plays, Greg. He's effervescent in his approach. Plays with great speed and pace and fearlessness. He's got a readiness to him and a workmanlike approach that bodes well for him the rest of his career. I think he's a potential all-star, and he delivers in just about any situation he's put in.
Brooks from outside. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
He's lost it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's P. Brooks covering. Maxey passes to P. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. On the wing, Green. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
There's Van Vliet after the made shot from P. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in. And then for Philadelphia, he's checked in for Paul Reed. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for D'Anthony Melton. And that one misses. And recently, the NBA, Clark had names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it.
The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Green is out there with Thompson. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's P, covered by Smith. It's Beverley on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Tucker. Pass to Beverley. And the 3 ball is good.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Thompson outside. Green inside the 3-point line. And Bamba pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
P, no good. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Houston with it. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios. They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for Şengün. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Kicks to Beverley. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Bamba passes to P. 2 points. That one for P.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
VanVleet finds Tate. Shoots over Tucker. And Tate gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The pass to Tucker. Here's P. Inside. It's Beverley on the wing. The shot from the low post is good. Beverley's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, love seeing Beverley shoot off the pick there. I mean, all he needs is a sliver of daylight.
Here's Green. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 5 rebounds tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
James Harden, he's checked in for Maxey. And with the new CBA, Clark, one thing that again is tag.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, if a guy really wants to leave a team these days, most of the time a trade will be made. it doesn't necessarily have to get to free agency.
Beverly, the pass to P. Good work there as it goes. P's got 39.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 minutes
To the
remaining in
inside.
game.
Teardrop shot. Here's Whitmore. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And here are the Rockets now. Green passes to Van Vliet. A minute 42 left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Whitmore. Now here's Beverly. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, free throws, and it can get you the win.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for P.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's Green with the 3. And Bamba pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Penalty. Shooting for Philadelphia, James Harden, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Brooks checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And both free throws good for James Harden. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the quickness of overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Pass to Tate. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
He no good. Here's Houston now. Here's Brooks. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Puts it up from 12. He with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching Sports. We'll see you next time.